The following video has been Fatboy approved. These are the shill-free opinions of Fatboy. Every product reviewed is bought and paid for by Fatboy. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It is your boy. Welcome into Fatboy Fragrance Reviews, and today I got a really awesome list. Well, it might be awesome. It might not be. It'll definitely get viewed by a lot of people. These kind of lists are the ones I hate to do, but they need to be done. Man, oh man, we'll get all up in a minute. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know who I am, baby. I'm Mr. Fatboy, a.k.a. the realest, baby. A.k.a. the shill-free man in Fragcom. A.k.a. the Alabama fan. A.k.a. the hardest working man in Fragcom. I put out the work. Content. I do it the right way, the shill-free way. The only way to be is to be the legit way. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you are new to this channel and you like what you see and you want to see more of it, please hit the like and subscribe and hit the notifications, because I promise you content daily and you will always get my best effort. If you want to sample what I usually talk about and review, you can at fatboyfragrance.com by hitting the link in the description or checking out the product tag right there. That is our personal and our professional website where you can check out decants of what we talk about and sample many other things. And that is fatboyfragrance.com, where the customer always smells right. Let's go, baby. These are the most disappointing releases this year. Disappointing fragrances of 2024 so far this year. Let's go. Let's find out what they are. And you know how we do it. No edits, baby. No do-overs. All I ever need is one take. And one take, and I always get it right. We are back. Now, I have 8 fragrances here. Now, this list is a fluid list, so I'm going to start off this list by what fragrances impacted me the least as far as being one that I was least disappointed in. So it doesn't mean that it could be more disappointing and let you down, but I was least disappointed by it, okay? And probably because I didn't expect much out of it. So that's where I'm going to start with, okay? And that one for me was, there wasn't a lot of hype behind it. And it was one that a lot of people, I can hear the critters in my ceiling. I've got a family of critters living in my ceiling. I can hear them freaking me out. I'm going to get you one day, critters. To me, it was this one right here. Dolce & Gabbana's K. I think it was Parfum or Toilette. I remember which one it was that came out this year. Right here, this one, and it was just a disappointment. It smelled horrible. Nobody sampled it in my store. I couldn't even sell the bottle. I couldn't sell samples on the auction. Nobody wanted it. Every time I would bundle it with another sample on the auction when I would run these live auctions, nobody would want to even try it. I think I sold one sample the whole time. An utter disappointment, and I had high hopes for it. But not really, to tell you the truth. Yeah, a weird patchouli mess of a fragrance. Still doesn't smell good. Really disappointing line. I don't know why they continue to make this line. This was the first one I ever got from there, and it was straight up disappointing. I'm more disappointed in myself for trying this line when everybody else told me to stay away from it. The K line. Disappointed. So that's number 8. Alright, so the next one that disappointed me. This is tough to go through here. So I'm going to go with one right here that disappointed me because I wasn't as... Now, I like this fragrance, but I wasn't as hyped on it as everybody else was. It was okay. It was not... This fragrance is a 7. It is not a 10 out of 10. So it was a little disappointing for me because I don't see it being a 10 out of 10. I never saw it being nowhere near a 10 out of 10. And that's what disappointed me the most about this fragrance, was all the love it was getting, and I think it was a lot of misplaced love. And this is why I have this here, and I'm going to catch some flack for this. And this is the truth about this one, guys. And I think there is some misguided perspective on this fragrance because of where it comes from. It is not a perfect fragrance. It is not a 10 out of 10 fragrance. It's not. It's a 7.5 maybe. And that is Blue Seraphim. So it is a disappointment for what people were saying it was supposed to be. It's an okay fragrance. So it is a disappointment from what everybody said it was supposed to be. So I was let down. And guys, it's nice. It's just not where it's supposed to be. That's me. That's how I feel about it. I know I'm in the minority, but that's how I feel. It's a beautiful fragrance. Don't get me wrong. But I don't reach for it. If it's a 10 out of 10, why am I not reaching for it more? Okay. Rest my case. Number 7, a disappointing fragrance of the year. Okay. Doesn't mean it's bad. I gave it a 7. Come on, guys. All right, coming in at number 6. This one was, we got this fragrance a year ago or 2 years ago, and it was a lot of hype behind it. It was given to a lot of influencers for free, but this was a banging fragrance. Blue Atlas from Blue Atlantis. This was a nice fragrance, man. The note of apricot was amazing. I love this fragrance. I think I'm out. I gotta buy more. I'm out. This was a great fragrance. The note of apricot was amazing. So I had a big, high hopes for Bountiful, but it was a dud, a straight dud, a mess of a fragrance, weak, boring, just a dud. Blue Atlantis' Bountiful was boring. Blue Atlas is Bountiful, boring. That's all I gotta say about Bountiful. A skip for y'all. Skip it. Definitely not worth it. Okay. Alright, so that was number 5. So we got 4 left. Or that was number 6. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. 5 left. So that was number 4. So number 5. This one right here. Everybody hyped this piece of shit up through the roof and had y'all paying $70 for it. Every shitty reviewer out there was telling you this was gold. I never fell for it because I'm not that kind of person to treat you that way. Latifah's Zanzibar, Assad Zanzibar, oatmeal in a can. Shitty oatmeal in a can, to be that exact. This is garbage. Oh my God, this is still garbage. Still, you know what? Hold on, this is moving up the list. I put this back down. We'll put this back down. We're putting it back down. This is not number 5. This is going way up to this. Move on. Number 5, Femme Fatale from Curly Fragrance. Disappointing fragrance. $275, okay? For this fragrance. One at $275. A scratched up front, first of all, okay? And I haven't smelled this fragrance in a while, so let's smell it. I haven't worn it or smelled it in a long time. I haven't bought any more since I bought like 2 or 3 bottles and sold them, made my money back. Let's smell it. I haven't smelled it. Let's smell it. Nothing really different about it. It's still a boring fragrance to me. It's still not worth $275. The bottle presentation was horrible. They overcharged for it. The performance was lacking. It was an okay fragrance. I gave it an okay review. Not worth the money. A very disappointing fragrance. And people shield for it. And all her simp army came out in support of it. I didn't hate on her for the fragrance. I gave her plenty of praise for her hard work. I still respect the hustle. This is an overrated fragrance and it is a disappointment. We have seen great results from YouTube reviewers, okay? But this is not one. This is a disappointment. So this is number 5 of the most disappointing fragrances of the year. Okay, number 4. All right. From Luciano. Luciano killed it. This is a house, if you're not familiar, it's a house from an Italian house that's been making clones of, or inspirations of Louis Vuitton fragrances, and they've been nailing them. They have been making the best. Then we got word they're doing an inspiration of Imagination. We got so excited. And then we got it. Mystic Dream. We were, everybody was so excited. I bought 3 bottles. And then we got it. And then I smelled it. And then we were like, crap. I got chicken feed. And I was so disappointed. And I would think it would get better over time, but this smells like chicken feed still. Chicken feed is what I smell, literally. This is horrible. This is the biggest disappointment I've ever had. I was this year so far in a fragrance. So much hype and love. I was hoping for this to be a hit, and it wasn't. This was a big disappointment for me. Luciano's Mystic Dream was such a disappointment that I almost cried on a live stream. So, number 3 or number 4 biggest disappointment for me this year was Luciano's Mystic Dream not living up to the hype that had built up with all its other fragrances. Chicken feed is what I smell. Not chicken feet, but chicken feed. All right, number 3 from City Rhythm Fragrances, Puerto Rico. Super disappointed, City Rhythm. Super disappointed. I was expecting more, and all I got was a pina colada fragrance. I'm sorry, I know people are mad at me about this. I just didn't like it. Ugh, I still don't like it. Ugh. I could literally, it was either between this or Barcelona. And I didn't want to put up Barcelona because I never reviewed Barcelona. And I don't like Barcelona because I didn't even wear Barcelona. At least I wore this one. I felt like City Rhythm is having a little falling off. I don't know what it is. But this is not Puerto Rico. I don't know what this is. This was a mess. And a big disappointment for me. And it's number 3. So number 2 now, we can talk about it. Zanzibar. You know who you are. Curly fragrance. Soul curl. Just let your soul curl. Just let your love shine through. You know who you are. Putting this garbage out and telling people it smells good. And some, it's Virgin Island water killer. This ain't even no. This is not. Ugh. Let me smell it again. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me smell it. Oh my God. Nasty shit. So nasty. It's like cardboard mixed with oatmeal mixed with shit. It's nasty. And you got people paying $80 to $75 for this shit on the Lattafa site, getting them ripped off, and you're getting a piece of the money for this. Shame on you for shoving this garbage down people's throats. Shame on me for selling out samples of it. To tell you the truth, I should refund everybody of this shit. This was garbage, and shame on everybody. One of the most disappointing pieces of garbage fragrance that all y'all shield the people for. But number 1, easily most disappointing fragrance still. And it's no doubt. It's easy. It is this piece of hunk of milky garbage. No doubt. It's still this Dior Sauvage milk mess. This Francis Kurkdjian jizz fest, whatever you want to call it. Whatever this magnetic Mustafar milky madness, whatever you want to say it is. Ooh, it's got a magnetic cap. Who gives a shit? This. I'm not even going to spray it. I gotta go to bed with my wife. Ugh. Ugh. Maybe you gotta shake it up more. Magnetic cap. Who gives a shit? This Dior Sauvage Forte. Horrible. Biggest mistake in the history of fragrances, period. The biggest mistake ever. Not even worth your time. Don't even sample it on my website. Just skip it. They should do like they did with the ET game and take all these and put them in a landfill and just don't let nobody ever experience them. Experience this at all. It's terrible. This is my list of the most disappointing fragrances this year. 8 of them. There's more. We'll probably have a part 2. This will change. This is fluid. We'll have the best too, I'm sure. It's coming. This is horrible. No doubt. But it's got a magnetic cap. So let's recap. Number 1, Forte, Dior Sauvage. Number 2, Zanzibar Oatmeal, Masad, Latafa. Number 3, Puerto Rico, City Rhythm. Number 4, I think it was Mystic Dream, Luciano. Number 5, Attraction Fatale. It's Curly Fragrances. Fragrance. Number 5 was, I think it's 5 or 6, Bountiful from Blue Atlas. And then number 7 or 6 was, I think, I'm losing count, whatever it is. Blue Seraphim from Zaharoff. And the last one, number 8, was K by Dolce & Gabbana. So there you are. These are the worst fragrances, the most disappointing ones that come out this year. Easily for me. So let me know what you think. If you disagree with me, that's it. This will be a controversial list. People are going to disagree with me. But that's my opinion. And you know why I can say it? Because I paid for all these. If you paid for all of them, then you can discuss this with me. If you didn't pay for all of them, you can't. Y'all have a great day. And you know I always tell you, baby, if you smell good and you feel good, then baby, it's going to be all good. Fatboy Fragrance Reviews is out.